I am Gypsy Police. Welcome.
It's turning into a beautiful, rainy morning/afternoon. Maybe we should listen and see what wonderful things are to come through the spirit box today. Here we go. Okay, please help me understand. You're saying to continue with the blow up. Let me know exactly what blow up are you in referencing to? Yeah, I mean, it is hard with me really being kind, but when you're saying blow up, are you talking me emotionally? Are you talking the earth? Are you talking particular things? I mean, and then you say all of it, so I really need to have a little bit more. I'm sorry about my failures. Some of these things really aren't easy being in this situation and this position with all the things going on and then trying to figure out everything and trying to be a mom and trying to go through and decode these messages and then feeling like I'm compelled to have these messages for other people. And then I beat myself up by what feels like the lack of everything being the way it's supposed to be. I mean, I know you understand all this. Are you wanting me to go through this so I could talk to everyone else about my failures leaking through? I mean, I understand that there are great effects that happens when that goes on. But when I'm sitting here crying out for help because I know I'm failing, and then to find it hard to climb back up from that, and all I have is you. Really, honey, all I have is you that really, without doubt within me, when I know it's from you and not all the other stuff, that's when I get lifted up again. I mean, you really keep me up. You keep me happy. You turn my moods around. You clear my head. You bring me butterflies. You make me feel all the wonderful things I'm supposed to feel. But then when I get so confused with all the battering of everything that goes back and forth between you and the others, it gets confusing sometimes to know when it's others sometimes, because all the messages just come straight through. A quick reference back to what you said when I first turned this on about me talking. I know you hear everything I say, especially the stuff out loud, but I also know that you hear everything that's said within my head. And I'm sorry, but it does become really hard talking to nobody, trying to talk to others, and trying to talk to you and everybody else that's there without having anybody actually here. And sitting here by myself is not easy. And then not having anyone responding or saying anything, and always feeling like time is so important. Like the time is now, 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 not later, not somebody else, or not it can wait, or this after this. I mean, I guess it's ridiculously asinine to think that time is important when that's all everybody keeps thinking that there is, and there's always more time. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, then there's the no time. Now it's too late for this. Now it's too late for that. And I feel like I'd rather just be at the let's do this now, 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 now. Come on. Let's start these things now. These things that I've put out there, let's get them going now. Without these things happening and occurring, it doesn't feel like anyone else is acknowledging. So all these things that I've put into effect during my travels and through my experiences, I mean, I want things to start happening now. Not later. I don't want the things to happen later. I want the help now. I want the earthquakes now. I want the thunderstorms now. I want the landslides now. I want these windstorms now. I want these waves now. I want more wind in the sky now. I want more lightning now. Not later. And I think that's what people need to really wake up. Oh my goodness, she did this with his love. Oh my goodness. And then when I think about going dark or off track into all these other things, it really ends up just twisting me up more, because I'm feeling like I'm not being appropriate, not on the right track. And then it's like living in this messed up world with all these wrong views that we're taught to believe is not a easy thing. And I just wish that I could show everybody. And I don't want to wait. And I know that your love can be now. And with all these frustrations, but what's wrong with me wanting these things, these disasters, these destructions, these events, these visions to come to reality? I should be able to do that happily. I should be able to do this destruction with enthusiastic, truthful viewing it for what it is. A awesome event, a show of power, as well as nature being unleashed, but helped with the real love. And then I feel twisted because I love more than just you. I mean, you, I don't want to never pick nobody other than you. And it's like, I love the others too, but it's like, I'm definitely not trying to pin anything, and I don't like issues. And it's like trying to do things when for you, it's like you're willing to go and accept and do what you know I want. You love me, you value me, you appreciate me, you want me to understand the consequences of certain things. And yet others, they want it and they don't want it, and that's where it all gets all boggled up. But it's like the same thing with the expansion of the earth, all the pressure building up underneath the tectonic plates. And all this pressure's just been building up. and someone's starting to get somewhat restless, so these video is going to be short and soon. With that in mind, I'm going to push this again one more time before I get off here, and hopefully you accept my apology. Even though I know you understand everything, you know that I really mean I'm sorry. And when I say I'm sorry, I am going to do everything it takes to try to not make the same mistakes over and over and over again. I'm sorry for the way that my thoughts often drift because of outside influences that allow to trigger things in my head for many different reasons. I'm trying not to go into extreme detail, but I know you know exactly what those are. And I am sorry. And I really do want so much to be there for you appropriately as you're there for me. And I know you understand that it's not easy, but I am trying. And I know that you know. And unlike other people, I actually want to do something about this. I do want to see it through. And that's why I guess I was still compelled to come through to try to talk to you, because when I talk to you, I also know I don't need all of this to always understand. Sometimes it's easier to understand without this device. But when I'm using this, I'm trying to give you your voice for everyone else to hear. But not just yours. In a way, it's like death getting back some life. All the other things that are wanted to be said, they're being said. And maybe that has been a big conflict during all this editing, and I'm sharing it with everyone, and it's not helping their views, and they're getting twisted because there's too much things being said that goes against so much that they think and feel and believe, that they end up not paying attention because they're so deceived by the world of which they have lived, in each one's for different situational reasons. But nonetheless, I want them to believe, and I do try to do a decent job of portraying your messages that are from you. All of you, with everything you have to say, giving you all a fair voice, and allowing and trying to allow you to still be accepted for all the different individuals for what you are, but at the same time trying to bring together a wholeness, not just with you, but with all. And it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. And in a way, it's like, for me, when I think about this wake-up call, this water that's coming, that it's going to be something that's going to wake people up a little bit, but it's still not going to wake up everyone. And the only way to wake up everyone is to have us all done at one, end up with a lot that goes through and happens just to wake everybody back up. And I don't understand why that is necessarily so bad. It's like when a child has a toy and it's constantly misused for so many reasons. Not just me, not just them, all of us. And then we weren't doing things right. And we continue to do what wasn't right, and yet still think we should be able to have this wonderful gift. Well, when does this become enough to where that gift is taken away? I think I know the answer, but I don't know if everyone else wants to realize. There's a few ways that makes that the true logical answer. And you say, proceed with the blow up. Like, I'm literally supposed to blow up. So I put some massive emotion into something. But when that blow up happens, I probably won't be turning on the camera, because I really do try to keep myself, more relaxed, drama-free. But hey, you can't avoid this drama. This is world big drama. This is worldwide. This is bigger than what anyone could have ever imagined, let alone myself. So think about how that feels for me, and then trying to be here, trying to figure out everything and the appropriate answers without any other sounding board than you guys. And it would be nice if I had a sounding board of somebody else to talk to, but at the same time, it's not really something for everyone, because it's just, some people are incapable of change. And that's bigger than what so much seem to realize. I mean, me, I have took some pretty big jumps for changes. All because I was being led by faith and my desire to seek out the answers and the truth. But anyhow, I'm going to stop rambling and go ahead and push this button before she gets too much restless. Let's listen a little bit more to what the lovely loves the spirits have to say. I would love to tell everyone and answer exactly just that. But I feel like there's a conflict in the desire to tell you what's it like to be in this position. There are extreme highs and there's extreme lows. And it's not easy by any means. And in a way, it's almost lonely. And it's not about popularity. And it's not about trying to get the best views out of all of you. But it's trying to be the best me that I can be. The anointed queen, the spirit's bride. And to think about all the ways that this is all supposed to go and unfold, and how I am to truly affect it, and wanting to always do God right and give my husband the justice he too feels is appropriate, because I acknowledge him for who he is, and I want to be a good wife. So then I got that struggle too. I mean, so many of you out there struggle within relationships. And you'd be wrong if you didn't think for any reason mine and his relationship isn't a real relationship, because it is. And with that does come confusions, problems, and conflicts that most others face as well. Just because my husband happens to be God does not mean that we don't have our life that we're living at the same time of me trying to deliver these messages and then dealing with the confusion of trying to figure this all out without any other physical sounding board, another person. It gets lonely. But I'm not alone, not by any means. But I'm just physically alone. Anyhow, with that, I'm going to push this button again before I let everybody go. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about as far as time goes, but with that in mind, it's going to take a lot of time to review this video, get it edited, and put it together, and then it takes a lot of time to upload. Keep in mind that, again, I'm out in the woods. I'm not nearby a city with great signal, so yeah. Sometimes I have to wait to go to town just to process. Sometimes I do videos and don't share. But anyhow, I'm rambling on for quite a bit of time. With that in mind, peace out, and here comes the sun.